If you were able to plant your grass, great. You can have your animal graze directly on it, or hopefully you have some harvested as hay like we have in stock and you can feed them to it. If you don't have it, again, we have hay in stock. You can contact us and we'll be able to share some of our hay with you, but do not allow your animals. Oh my God, the dry season is here. If you're in West Africa, then you know that wherever you are, you probably haven't experienced rain in the past like 1 month. For our case, maybe over a month. What is going on? There is flu all around. I was terribly sick like 2 weeks ago just from dust and the change of weather. Yes, I don't know about you, how you're feeling. Are you feeling okay? I heard there is a flu going on that your mucus doesn't go away. I hope you stay safe. But for livestock farmers, it comes with a challenge as well. We here in farming in Africa have always been preparing for livestock farmers for the dry season. And dry season is mostly one of the saddest moments for us as livestock farmers. Today in this video, I'm going to be talking about how do you prepare yourself as a livestock farmer to face the dry season, and what are the things you need to do in this dry season to make sure that your animals are healthy, they have the amount of food that they need, and you don't end up selling them at the end of the dry season. So stay tuned if this is something that you want to listen to or get an education on. Welcome back, guys. I'm glad you stick around. We are in the dry season finally. Everywhere so dusty, Harmattan season, cold, flu, people with headache, people with runny nose. We people are suffering. So as goats, so as sheep, so as cows, and that is bad. I know it is sad because I've lived through this for 5 years being a livestock farmer, and it hasn't been easy. I've seen friends that have livestock that have to be forced to sell their livestock very cheaply. And why? These are some of the reasons why I have put together this episode to help you, educate you, and help you prepare what to expect as we go into the dry season. So what is the number one thing as a livestock farmer that you need to take care of? Just like goats, is dust. When you don't have rain, what happens is that the soil particles are broken into finites. What that finites means that they are able to evaporate into the air easily. So as cars pass by, as humans walk, as activities happen on the soil, these small finite sand evaporates up. And once it evaporates up, we inhale as human beings and so as livestock farmers. Aside all those activities, their feed is also full with dust. So if you go into any neighborhood, you will see that all the grasses, all the leaves are filled with dust. Just like human beings, when we inhale dust, what do we get? We get cold and we get flu. As livestock as well, as they go around and graze with grasses that are dusty, activities happening around them that are dusty, they tend to also get flu where their nose starts running. So early morning, if you go walking around your flock, you'll see that their breathing has actually changed. If that is not treated well for inflammatory, what you're gonna get is pneumonia. Then you have to start treating pneumonia. How do you know whether your goat has a pneumonia? So as I said, first of all, we'll start with runny nose. You'll see a heavy breathing in the morning. As it goes into the afternoon, it will reduce. The nostril congestion will be more open. But as it gets serious from a flu all the way to pneumonia, there will be a lot of isolation. If you're a goat farmer, know this. Goats do not like isolation. Goats are packs. If you see a goat that is standing by itself, then you should definitely know that there's something wrong with that goat. So first of all, what you need to do is take a temperature of a goat. The goat's temperature should be at about 38 to maximum 38.5 degrees Celsius. Take the temperature of your goat, put it in the mouth, put it in the anus, and check. If the temperature is over 38.5, you should be suspecting pneumonia. You need to get right on it get whatever antibiotics that you have that can take care of pneumonia. We have Mazitect there that you can use. There are so many different medications there. If you need help, contact us. We'll be able to give you the right medication that you need to treat that. But that's the number one disease that you need to fight with as we're going into the dry season. Don't forget, the mornings are cold, the nights are cold. Keep your goats closer. This is the time to keep more goats in one pen during the night so that they can provide heat for themselves. That's one in terms of help.
Thank you for watching this far. If you've enjoyed what you've watched so far, be rest assured we have a lot more like this for you. All I need you to do right now is to take just a second of your time, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any more content like this coming your way. Also, you doing this would help reach more people with similar interests like yourself. So by all means, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of it.
Number two, as you're going into the dry season, one of the biggest challenge for livestock farmers is feed. All the local grass we have here will dry off, and therefore as your goats and sheep and cattle are grazing, they are going to start getting skinny and skinnier. Why? Because the amount of food you're used to in the rainy season is not going to be available in this dry season. And that's why we've been pushing for you guys to plant the cementia seed, because it will help you in the dry season. We don't have to worry about that at this point, but I see a lot of cows roaming now and I see them reducing weight. Do you know the most dangerous thing? Most livestock actually also get pregnant in the dry season. So what happens is you have a pregnant animal who is trying to build a baby inside them, but not getting the nutrients and the food, sufficient food they need to actually nurture this baby grow. So what you see is lean animal and a lot of abortion that is going to happen as well. There's no way to take care of this abortion if the problem is food. So I'm going to be talking more about the feed, right? So if you were able to plant your grass, great. You can have your animal graze directly on it, or hopefully you have some harvested as hay like we have in stock, and you can feed them to it. If you don't have it, again, we have hay in stock. You can contact us and we'll be able to share some of our hay with you, but do not allow your animal to grow lean. An animal without sufficient food can grow lean in a matter of days, but it's going to take you months to be able to gain that weight back. So it is not fair as a farmer to build your animal throughout the rainy season and then use just a couple of days to lose all those weights back. And then if you don't have food, what do you have to do? You are forced to sell this animal. And because they are skinny, you know how it works here. Your price goes down. The butcher man will come there, just look at it left and right and say this animal is skinny. He doesn't care how much money you've invested into medication, into feed, into labor and everything. And we just give you something that at the end of the day, you're going to run at a loss. So the most important thing is to make sure that you have feed. How are we solving this issue here at Cementia Farm? So as you guys know, we've always been planting the grass. So we are solving this issue of insufficient food in the dry season by number one, planting our grass. Number two, harvesting that grass enough during the rainy season to store as hay so that in the dry season we supply them with that food. Number three, we also purchase the processed food, right, from Fia Agro Venture. It's located in Achimota. You can go there and buy some if you want, but we buy maybe about 20 kg and we are able to feed to our goat. That food comprises of all the minerals that they need to be able to grow well healthy in the dry season. Because don't forget, once they are roaming, they get all the nutrients they need from different plants. In the dry season, those plants are dry and gone. So animals become very deficient in the dry season. So this is the time for you to get processed food that has all the minerals that they are going to be lacking in the dry season being fed to them. That is not your main food. So I'm not saying give that to them the whole day, but at least every morning, every evening, give them as a supplement so that they are not lacking or be deficient in the nutrients that they need during this dry season. The last point that I want to talk about for every livestock farmer to prepare for in the dry season is water. Water can be very basic, but most of you, because your livestock are roaming randomly, they depend on streams and wells and other bodies of water to actually drink. As we're going into the dry season, most of these waters are going to dry off, and therefore your animals are going to walk hours and hours without water. This is going to hinder their growth. Please, as they eat, they need to drink, and especially if they are exercising under this scorching heat that is coming into West Africa at this moment. Make sure that you have water with them. Make sure that you're strategically taking them to places where you can be assured of water. If you're in a community, go to a house, ask them for a bucket of water, get water, put it there, let your animal rest, let them get water. Don't forget, water is a huge percentage of our body and contributes a lot. Clean and adequate water for your livestock during this dry season is going to take them to the next level. My goal here is to make sure that no livestock farmer loses their livestock during this dry season, because all these things could be preventable if we are better prepared for them. And I think these are facts that we all need to keep in mind. Each year we get better. Each year we need to improve. We need to be better prepared. These are our investment. We got to protect them. We got to make sure that we are putting the right things in place in order to have the best out of them. Dry season and rainy season, it's just seasons. The same way we plan for rainy season, the same way we should plan for dry season. If you go outside Africa where people have snow season, winter, they prepare for snow season, and the animals do not die or do not grow lean because it's snow season. So why do we allow our livestock to grow lean and die because it's just dry season? We need to prepare and protect our investment. I hope these points are helpful. Let me know in the comment below what your challenges are. Did I miss anything? Is there anything you want me to talk about in my next video? Because the dry season is going to stay with us to about April, May, right? And we need to support each other. Share your views with me in the comments below. But I'm going to continue stressing on this and sharing with you what we are doing here to protect our animals, to protect our farm during this dry season. Thank you so much for making the time to listen to me. I always appreciate you guys. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscription button. Also, share it with your friends and hit the notification bell so that as I bring more educative videos about farming, you guys will be notified and can come and watch. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.